Hello, I'm Jocelyne Berumen, and my project was a music video for Bourbon House.
What's your film about?
Bourbon House, they are a local band from Wausau. They're a very creative duo. The Lacey and Jason are. When Lacey first reached out to me about Freight Train, she said the story had to be about uh, murder. That's basically what she told me. And it had to be 20s themed. And the idea, as she explained it a little bit, Lacey pretty much invites friends over to a dinner party, and then right away at the beginning of the video, she collapses to the floor and she dies. And throughout the rest of the music video, it's just showing how horrible she is to all of her friends that she invites over to the dinner, trying to leave the audience thinking, "Oh, who was it? Who's the one who like caused her to collapse to the floor and die?" So that's the base of the story. We had a lot of fun filming it and just coming up with the story on the spot as well. And everybody did a great job.
Do you see that storm cloud, babe? Do you see that storm cloud?
Bourbon House is a duel,
Yes,
and you mentioned that they like to act. Are they trained actors?
they're not. They just love, so they're really good writers, not only for their music, but just telling stories in general. I started making music videos for them 3 years ago, and the music videos they started off being just performance, oh, let me play my guitar, let me sing. But as we progressed, they started incorporating story into their music videos, and they started getting more and more creative. And the more we did it, the more like the better they got at their acting. So one day I invited them to compete in the 48 Film Festival with me last year, maybe 2 years ago, and they did a great job. I was so impressed with their on-the-spot acting. Um, Very natural to me. They were very funny on the spot. So from there on, like their music videos after that, we've always said, okay, how can we add story to this? So it's not just the music video of people playing instruments. We want to make it more, we want to showcase not only their musical and their writing talents, but also their acting talents.
You mentioned that you worked with them before. How many music videos have you made with them?
Oh man, who? I think Freight Train is the 10th.
Oh, you've shot 10 music videos with them.
Yeah, well, no, 11 now, actually 12 now. 12 now, but Freight Train was the 10th music video.
Do you work with any other bands?
I used to like way back in like 2018, 2019, I did work with a lot of more like local musicians. Rondi Faye is one of them. I did a couple music videos for her that I actually entered into film festivals back then too. And we did win best music video for one of her music videos one year at the Wildwood Film Festival. I've done other smaller local musicians, but recently not too many. Bourbon House is the one that I work with the most.
Or do you do narrative or any other type of filmmaking?
I have not gotten into narrative yet. That is the next step. I think music videos, I started doing them because they were a lot of fun. Uh, you can be super creative with those. I'm more of like I started off as a videographer for like weddings and the normal things that videographers get into. And music videos and bands like Bourbon House have really opened me up to the world of narrative filmmaking. And I've met a lot of great, great people, great filmmakers, Carlo being one of them, Carlo Rosillo, and just watching them create their films and do the awesome projects that they do, it really inspires me for the future.
Yeah, Carlos a fantastic filmmaker. He's had films in our festival the last 3 years. He was DP on this, wasn't he?
And he did fantastic. This was our first time meeting him
Oh,
in this
okay.
one, and
It,
they love him. So
it says here that the shoot was 6 hours. You did the whole thing in 6 hours.
yeah,
There's a
first time
lot of
meeting him.
setups.
Yeah, he's amazing, and he only used one light the whole time.
The whole time, only one light, and
One light,
I,
small rooms, very little direction. Well, we would tell him this is the scene, this is our goal for the scene. This is what's happening. And he's like, got it. And he immediately knew like where to put his light, where to set up his camera. He had no crew. I know he's used to having a crew and everything. He came there by himself. I brought helpers along. I brought production PAs, people to help me out, but the team that he's usually used to was not there, and he still did a fantastic job.
There's so many setups in this, and the lighting looks good, and it's like that stuff takes time on a set.
Yes, for sure. That's why we were so impressed by him. We, what is it? I think so. It took him like an hour to set up his camera and all of that. And one of our actors was like, actually, I have to leave at like in 1 hour. And we're like, oh my gosh, you have so many scenes. What are we going to do? So we had to troubleshoot right then and there,
Mhm.
redo some of the planning that we had. And we were actually surprised at the end of the day. We were like, very surprised that we finished all that we did in such a small amount of time. But like I said, it's the professionalism of Carlo and everybody else that was there too. Alexandra, she is the one who helped with like the set design.
Okay.
And then the wardrobe, she did a lot of help for that. She is also amazing. She's also another reason the video came out very nice. And then we had Autumn. She helped us a lot. Connor, like everybody who was in that crew was really great at making sure that we got everything done on time.
How's this film doing on the festival circuit?
This is the first festival we're trying out. Bourbon House and I haven't really put any music videos, so this is our first trial to see how it goes.
So this is going to be the premiere of it at the festival circuit run?
Yes.
Great. Are they coming to the festival too?
Yes, I'm hoping so.
So what's next for you? You said you want to try narrative. Do you have an idea going on
I
in your head?
do. So I took a filmmaking mentorship when I
Yeah.
was like 19 to 20 years old, and they partnered me with a scriptwriter, and together he was amazing. He taught me how to write, and I wrote lots of things at that time. And now that I'm 28, so 8 years later, I have the connections. I have I met a lot of cool people. I've done some cool projects. I think it's time to take out some of those scripts and start doing some narratives.
How do you see your progression as an artist over that time now that you are thinking of doing narrative?
That's a very good question. When I first started this filmmaking adventure, for me, I focused a lot on story and like the creative side of it. And over the years, I've really learned the business side of it as well. I think that's very important. The business side of it, the leadership side of filmmaking, the collaborative part of filmmaking, very important. And I think that's gotten stronger and stronger. My full-time, all the jobs I've had have really taught me some great leadership skills, and those have been translating over to when I create these music videos or projects for other people. So I've definitely seen that grow over time. And I think it's really important when you're in the industry, not only having that creative part of your brain, but also understanding that uh leadership, collaboration with others, and having a good business mindset will get you where you want to go.
Do you have any parting words for people who are looking at the film festival and deciding what films, seeing anything that you want to try to get them to come and see your film?
Of course, I would like the audience to try and see if you can count how many Lacey's you can find in the video.
Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much for the interview.